Hi, I'm Jeremy Albrecht, volunteer and board member at the Shy Wolf Sanctuary, and this is Wolf Awareness Week. Wolf Awareness Week is celebrated each year in the third week of October. It's a time where we collectively celebrate these beautiful animals, as well as educate you on what their current threats are. In addition to that, we create awareness on what you can do to help wolves continue to be one of the greatest wildlife recovery stories of all time. In the 1950s, the gray wolf was nearing extinction in the United States, relegated to just two small populations in Minnesota and Michigan. In the 1960s, gray wolves were finally protected by what would eventually become called the Endangered Species Act. This began a remarkable comeback. Migration from Canada, as well as reintroduction into Yellowstone National Park in Idaho, has grown the population to around 5,000 in the lower 48 states today. This means the gray wolf is in better shape right now than it has been in a long time, but that does not mean that the fight is over. The fight to protect gray wolves is an ongoing one, with lobbyists from the other side continuously pushing for legislation stating safety and livestock losses as their platform. Inevitably, gray wolves are delisted federally, which means the states become responsible for managing their own wolf populations. This often leads to a wolf hunting season. Eventually, pictures start surfacing on the internet of dead wolves being held up by hunters as trophies, and the outrage begins. That public outrage then gives a momentum to the groups that are trying to save the wolves and get them relisted, and so on and so forth. If you're watching this video, you probably feel the same way we do about protecting these animals. So don't wait for those posts. Take action now. In the comments below this video, you'll find links to all the groups that are doing great work in the conservation of these awesome animals. I urge you to go read about their mission, their accomplishments, the things that they're trying to accomplish, and how you can help them get to where they want to be. Okay, so let's talk about the gray wolves that are housed at the Shy Wolf Sanctuary. We currently house 6 full-blooded wolves: Missoon, Mariah, Chathama, Namid, Jasper, and Indy. Missoon, Mariah, Namid, and Chathama came to us in 2010 as 3-week-old puppies that were part of an accidental breeding at another facility. At 3 months old, the pups developed an unknown and life-threatening condition that resulted in a lengthy hospital stay as well as blood transfusions. Thankfully, the foursome recovered and have turned into the beautiful animals that you see today. As time passed, their individual personalities began to emerge. Missoon and Mariah turned into shy but curious animals who love interaction with the people that they trust but can be a little hard to get to know, especially if you're a male volunteer. I've touched them twice. Twice. 5 years of trying, twice. Chathama is our biggest thief. She tries to steal everything from scrub brushes and walkie-talkies all the way to cell phones and buckets. She is also the most submissive and the quickest to warm up to people, which sort of makes sense. I mean, you have to be close to pick a pocket, right? Namid grew up to be a dominant female. She does have those people that she loves and interacts with, but for the rest of us, she simply tells us how she feels about us through the fence. Indy came to us in 2005 along with her 2 brothers when Fish and Wildlife seized them because of the conditions they were being kept in. This litter was a victim of something we see a lot in what we do: inbreeding. We lost Tian and Chakawa at 9 years old to cancer, and about that same time, Indy started to have issues with her eyes. Today, Indy has completely lost her sight, but there's no need to feel bad for her. She's still thriving and spending a lot of time with her favorite volunteers. Finally, we have Jasper. Jasper came to us when the couple that had purchased him as a wolf dog came to the conclusion that they were way over their head with his wolf-like behaviors. Jasper was the first puppy we'd had at the sanctuary in a while and became a volunteer favorite very quickly. In 2018, we received a grant to genetically test our animals, and Jasper decided to surprise us. Bought and sold as a wolf dog, his genetic test came back as a full-blooded wolf. Today, Jasper is much like Missoon and Mariah. Shy and curious, he loves to interact with the people that he trusts, but can be a little hard to get to know at first. And that's all we have for today. Thank you for joining us for Wolf Awareness Week. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in supporting us, please click here. If you're interested in volunteering with us, please click here. Again, I'm Jeremy Albrecht. Thank you for watching. Always be kind to animals, and we'll see you at the Shy Wolf Sanctuary.